play a game.
What is up? Remember me? It's Virtual Redban number 699. Yeah, that's right. We're going to do episode 700. I think it's going to be either Christmas Eve or Christmas. It's probably Christmas. I'm going to do episode 700. So I don't do anything for Christmas. It's just like a normal day. So that's exciting. Anyways, I'm back. It's been a while. It's been about, I think, a week. I had a crazy week. And we'll talk about that in a bit, but happy Wednesday. Oh, and it's a Wednesday episode. Death Squad mug right here. If you're having a drink, cheers to you. It's my first drink of the night. That's a Death Squad mug, and this is a Death Squad shirt. I always forget to wear this shirt. I like this shirt a lot. If you want to get a Death Squad shirt or a Death Squad mug, you know where to go. You go to deathsquad.tv. That's right. In the very top, you can click on Shop Squad, which will take you to, get it, shopsquad.tv. Yep. And at shopsquad.tv, we have mugs, hats, shirts. Is this shirt even, do we still sell this shirt? Oh, yes, we do. It's on sale right now. It's one of our older shirts. Is it in stock? No, it's not. So if you're a small little person, you can get this shirt. But no, we got a bunch of shirts, including the new Tower 7 shirt, which has been just going crazy, flying off the shelf. I keep on seeing this shirt out in public now, which is great. I love seeing that. I saw it last night. So there's your Tower 7 shirt for your conspiracy theories. And we also got the 7 Itchy, which is a shirt made out of just a bunch of sevens. It's the Death Squad logo, the Itchy logo, made out of sevens. So go to shopsquad.tv or deathsquad.tv. You can also find every single past episode of Kill Tony and the YouTube page right there on the right. You can click on that or at the very top. And you can also click on the latest episode, Kill Tony 641, which will take you to YouTube.com/Kill Tony. What a great episode. This guy, Owen Benjamin, right? That guy, he looked like Owen Benjamin, I thought. Or like Jeremiah Watkins, something like that. That was a fun episode. It was really cool having Howie on the show, Howie Mandel. I had met him once or twice before. Really, really nice guy. Can't say enough good things about him. Very fun guy. And it is weird, like he does the fist bump, but it is weird when he was in like the green room and everyone's just smoking and hanging out with dirty comics and stuff. Like I felt bad for him, but he didn't show any signs of it. Like there was a few times where somebody like tried to grab him or something like that, and he was like, "Whoa!" and they're like, "Oh, I forgot." I think that happened once on the show. I forget who did it. But yeah, fun episode. It was really fun because this episode we called like a lot of the regulars' dads, and man, Cam's dad, amazing. Han's dad, amazing. Aaron Belial dad, one of the funniest dads I've ever heard. Maybe up to there with William Montgomery's dad. Anyways, a great, interesting episode. It's always fun. We filmed that episode last Monday. We filmed 2 episodes last Monday, and we filmed 2 episodes this Monday, and we also filmed 2 episodes yesterday, Tuesday. Yeah, we have filmed 6 episodes in 1 week, pretty much. And that's because Kill Tony is falling on Christmas, Monday. And then next week we have our New Year's, the day before New Year's Eve, and the New Year's Eve arena shows. And then the next day is New Year's Day. So we had to bank a bunch of episodes. We're also taking the following week off from recording, which I think is like January 7th. I don't think we come back to filming until January 14th. So it's going to be a while. But man, we got so many episodes in the can, as they call it. And then the New Year's Eve episodes, which honestly, I'm a little stressed out about that. I hope everything runs smooth. It's crazy taking a show. We've been in theaters before. We've been in comedy clubs before. We've been in music venues before, but in arena, that's just intimidating, So hopefully everything is going to be smooth. And I think tomorrow we're checking out the arena, doing a little walkthrough. So that'll be fun. Maybe I'll get some video of that and share it to you guys. And all that fun stuff. Anyways, if you want to check out Kill Tony, we have every single episode of Kill Tony at deathsquad.tv. Just scroll and scroll. Search. If you want to go back to Kill Tony number 4, it's here. You could also click on the Sunset Strip Comedy Club here at the top if you're ever in Austin, Texas. I have a comedy club. It's right next door to the Comedy Mothership. And we'll talk about that in a second. But if you click on that, it'll take you to the Sunset Strip website, sunsetstripatx.com. We have shows all the time, every day, like all over the place. But most importantly, my show is every single Thursday. You've heard about me talk about this on Kill Tony if you watch Kill Tony. The Secret Show, this is where I invite like up to 15, 16, 17 comics sometimes. Starts off with music by Yonder Wizard, who you might know from the show. He plays music for the pre-show. Then at 8 o'clock, just nonstop stand-up comic. There's not a host. It just goes from comic to comic to comic to comic. Just rapid-fire comedy. And it's a bunch of Kill Tony people. It's a bunch of local comics, headlining comics. There's people from New York, L.A., all over the world. Tomorrow we have people from different countries on the show. Tomorrow's going to be a banger episode. I said banger episode right when I looked at Austin again in the chat, right? Just another banger. And right when I was saying it, I read it. That was a weird thing. That's like sneezing and farting at the same time. That kind of freaked me out. Anyways, Secret Show, Thursday, tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to sunsetstripatx.com or again, just go to deathsquad.tv for everything we just talked about. Yeah, 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 yeah. How are you guys in the chat? You guys doing good? Huh? It does feel really good to be home doing 4 shows in 2 days of Kill Tony takes a lot out of you. I mean, I can't even imagine for Tony. It has to even be more crazy. But just seeing when you see a bunch of bad comedy, it adds up. It kind of gets to your soul. You know, after like a 2 hour show, it's kind of like, okay, fuck, now it's over. Now let's just drink. God damn it. Got to get my brain right now. Just watched a bunch of crazy people for the most part. And that's why, like, when you become a stand-up comic, one of the worst things ever is going to open mics. If you've ever been in an open mic, you know what I'm talking about. But sometimes you're in an open mic for 4 hours, sitting there, watching, just waiting to do 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And, I remember when I used to do open mics a long time ago, I used to go, man, this is, the worst thing ever. This is like torture, especially when, you just did it every day, multiple times a day, and you just kept on seeing the same comics do the same jokes, and it's a brain fuck. It's a brain fuck. So when we did 2 shows Monday and 2 shows Tuesday, it takes a lot out of you. And I woke up, I had a great sleep, and I just woke up and was like, I don't have to do anything today. I felt that. It's like, I'm not doing anything. I might even order McDonald's today and get some fries. Get a McRib. Yeah, I got a McRib. It's kind of one of those days, guys. And I'm going to say, I don't know what you guys think about McRib, but I like McRib. It's not bad. It's, it's not something I would have, like, if it was on the menu. I wouldn't have it more than once every 3 months or 4 months. I haven't had it in a while, and I liked it. It was nice. It seemed a lot smaller than it used to be, but hey, it was a fine size, I think. But yeah, let's talk about. So last Thursday, had the secret show, and I haven't talked about any of this because I haven't done virtual Redban since last Wednesday. So let's just catch you up. A lot has happened. Let me see if I can find some shit. I got a kind of fucked up story to tell you. So had a great show Thursday, secret show last Thursday. Amazing show. All was good. And then, what was the reason why I didn't stream last Friday? There was something that happened. Did I stream last Friday? Maybe I did. No, I didn't. I don't know, real. I don't know. So, well, whatever reason, I didn't stream. Anyway, Saturday, I had a show. It wasn't my show. It was somebody else's show at Sunset Strip, my comedy club. And sorry, I'm getting bombarded with texts. I was on a show at Sunset Strip. After the show, hung out for a while. And I have a rule. And if you've never been to Austin, Texas, I actually kind of recommend this rule, even though I have a comedy club downtown in Austin on 6th Street. I've had this rule for a while, just because it's a rowdy part of town. This is kind of like the street where it's kind of like, what's that one street? New Orleans, Mardi Gras, that street where they kind of just close off the street on Thursday through Sunday. They close it off after 9:00, and it's just everyone walks in the street. They're drinking in the street, and it's a party. It used to be relatively fun, but I was also younger, so maybe, who knows? Maybe it was always like this. A lot of fun, a lot of younger people because it's the college is right next door to Sixth Street, so it's a lot of young party kids, Texas kids, and if you know anything about young kids and especially Texas kids, it gets kind of out of hand a lot. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of cops. Luckily, there's cops on horses. There's cops everywhere. So at least there's a lot of cops, but that doesn't stop shit from happening all the time. And so I have always had this rule that people always ask for me to be on their show and stuff like that, and if it's a later show, a lot of times I say no, because I have a rule where I don't stay, or I have to leave 6th Street before midnight. And if I'm still on 6th Street after midnight, it's because I'm in a closed off to the public bar. I'm at Mitzi's, I'm at the Mothership, or I'm at my club. And when I leave, I have somebody picking me up right in front or back of the club. So it's kind of like, I'm not out in the public, meaning I would not be out in the public after midnight. Meaning I know if I'm at a bar and it's open to everybody after midnight, that's a bad idea, is what I'm saying. And that's because there's a lot of shootings and there's a lot of crazy, drunk, dumb shit that happens on 6th Street. And after it kept on happening, I noticed that it was always at 1:30, 2 o'clock, like right when the bars were letting out. It was always after midnight. So I have always stuck to that rule for very good reason. Let me just pull something up real quick. So the other day, after the show I was on, me and a bunch of comics and Janice and we all just kind of like hung out afterwards in the green room of the Sunset Strip and just hung out for a while and around 11:50, I was like, oh shit, let's get the fuck out of here. So we left. I think we left about 11:50 from the Sunset, and we walk across the street from the Sunset and one street over to a parking garage. We're walking up the parking garage stairs to get to our car, and I heard and I look over at Janice. I'm like, Jesus, that's some crazy fireworks. And it sounded like fireworks, especially when you're in a parking garage. And we get to my car, start driving out, and get out of the parking garage, and there's cops everywhere. I looked to the left, and it looked like the road was closed down. There were so many police. I would say there was like 5 police to the left. I looked to the right, and I don't see any police. And I was like, well, I'm supposed to turn left, but fuck that, I might turn right. Whatever's going on over there. So I turn right, and trying to think. So I turn right, and then I go up one street, and I get to a stoplight. I have my window down, arm out, and I look over, and there's a guy. It's a black guy. He looked distressed. He kind of looked like he was maybe homeless, but maybe not. And he was just screaming, and he was probably like 3 feet away from my car. And I look to the left, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, kind of like, what is this guy yelling? And then I heard, gun. He's got a gun. And I look up, and he is for sure holding a gun and just going like this. I look to the right. There's a cop, and he goes, oh, and he pulls out his gun, and it's now crazy guy next to me. I'm looking at a gun getting pulled out to the person. Like, I'm like, oh, fuck, get me out of here. So I start taking off, and then there's a guy screaming like, "Ah, gun, he got!" And then there was a cop, and there was another cop somewhere in behind, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so I'm just like, "Ah!" And I'm like trying to get out of there because I'm just thinking, "Oh God, bullets are just going to start flying everywhere." So the light was still red or whatever, and the car in front of me just took off. And then I start turning right, and I'm just like, I don't even know if this is a one-way street. I'm just like, get out. And right when I'm turning right, two police SUVs are like turning. So like I turn right, and they turn right. I'm like, oh shit! I almost hit one of them. I'm like, am I on the wrong way? Like I thought it was a one-way street because I'm like, but luckily it wasn't. And I got the fuck out of there. I was like, what the fuck is that? Well, I get home, and we're just thinking about like, what the fuck was that? And first thing I did when I was getting home is I started getting tons of texts on the way home. Are you okay? Dude, are you all right? Because everyone knew I had just left the Sunset with Janice. Well, remember when I left the Sunset at Janice and then I went across the street? Right across the street, there's a bar. I don't even know the name of it. It's just a drinking bar, I think. Like people go and get drunk. One of those bars, like a shot bar. And what happened, I guess, 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes after I walked by that bar, or maybe even when I was at that bar and walked by that bar, there was a guy that tried to get into the bar and he had a gun. Now, Texas is an open carry place. You're allowed to have a gun on you. You could have a gun on your holster. You can walk around with a gun on the strap around your back. It's an open carry state. It's crazy, right? I mean, most people are cool about it and all that shit like that. But I guess 2 minutes after I walked by the bar across the street, this guy tried to come in with a gun. Now, most places have a sticker on the door. No matter about the law, open carry or whatever, you're not allowed to come in here with a gun. Well, the bouncer across the street saw the guy had a gun. He's like, you can't come in. And I guess the guy was just going crazy on the bouncer. And so the bouncer, I think, somebody at the club had a walkie-talkie and they hey, this guy has a gun. He's trying to get in this bar and stuff like that. Which the guy trying to get in doesn't realize there's a million cops. So when they say, it's not like it's taking a couple minutes. If somebody said they has a gun and they're trying to get in, it took probably, 10 seconds for 5 cops to just suddenly appear out of nowhere from the bar. So the guy turns around and sees all these cops around him. And instead of just being like, oh, hey, he grabs his gun and starts to pull it out and points it at the officers. All the cops are like, what the fuck? And shoot him, obviously. Now, unfortunately, the crossfire, it happened like that in an instant. Unfortunately, one bullet I heard hit a poor woman in the eye, blew her head out and her eyeball out. Another bullet I heard, now I don't know, I haven't heard if this is true or not. I think the girl with the eye is true. The other one hit, I guess, a bartender of that poor club. I'm not sure his condition or what happened there. The guy obviously died. Missed that by 2 minutes. Now, if you remember, though, the guy that was running around down the street, when I heard all this, I thought that was the same guy. Turns out, the shit that happened to me was just another fucking guy right next door with a gun, running down the street with a gun in the middle of the gun, pointing it at cops and stuff. I don't know what happened to that guy. There's no police report about that guy. I have video, because I was driving my Tesla and they have cameras on it, and I hit record and it saves all the cameras. So I have cameras or video of the guy running next to me with the gun and the cops pointing at, and that's not even the same gun. So me and Janice almost died twice that night. Literally walked 2 minutes past that crazy shootout to our car, pull out our car to a guy next to me screaming around with a gun and cops pointing guns at him. Literally All happened within 10 minutes, twice. Insane. I think I have, I don't know if I can do this or not, but I think maybe I could do this. I could show you, maybe. Yeah, I think this is it, right? Let me see if this is it. I should have, obviously. I forgot this happened. I've been so busy, I forgot this happened. But, let's see. I have video of it, and I could kind of show it to you, I guess. Okay. Here. Actually, let me, you guys don't mind, right? Let me upload these videos to YouTube real quick. I think I could do that. Save video. Can I do that right? Did that. There's one. I'll just save 2 of these videos. I have like 14 different camera angles on my Tesla, but 2 of these videos were even better. Is this the other one? Is this the one with him next to me? Yeah, I think this is the next. No. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, man. Here we go. Sorry, guys. This is very unprofessional. Do you guys not want me to do this? I can just do this another time if that seems like a better idea. That's the right. Is this the front? Should I do this? Let me know in that chat. If not, I'll bail and do this another time. Okay, that's not it. Okay, this is the next one. Okay, that's the front one. Save video. Do it? Okay. Well, I'll try to make this fast, guys. I'm sorry. I literally forgot all about this. Isn't that crazy? I forgot all about this. It's one of those. Oh, there's the key one. Now, the cameras that the Tesla has is not the best cameras, and they kind of have a not a fisheye look, but it's like a wide angle, because it's used for things, and so it's not the best. It's not the best video to see, like it. It's not the best quality, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me. You know what? This will be easier if I just throw this in iMovie. This will take 10 seconds. Movie. All right, create movie. Add. Video. Recently added. Nope. All. Here we go. So we'll do this, right, this plus this plus this plus. Oh God, I should have done this. Sorry, guys. Done. I think that's all I do. It's going to have some shitty transitions. I forgot to take off the dissolve effect, which I hate. Save video. Okay, exporting movie. Wow, I wonder how long this is going to take. Well, it's exported. I don't have a green tinge. It's called gray. It's from my gray beard that grows in. When my face gets gray, then it's gray. Okay, now I'm going to go on YouTube, upload the video. Next. Oh, homie. Okay, now it's uploading. Okay, it should be ready in like 2 minutes, guys. So this, what I'm going to show you, again, is not connected. I don't believe, it's not connected with the shooting that happened at the club. It's finished uploading. Okay. Now let's see if it's available to watch. Okay. How are you guys doing in the chat while we're waiting? So it's really sad because, Yonder was working the front door. Yonder Wizard was working the front door at Sunset when this all happened. And he was directly across the street from it. So he actually did a live stream the other day on his channel. I believe is it Kelsey Hutchins? Is that what it is? Or is it just Yonder Wizard? I think it's just Yonder Wizard. But he did a whole breakdown from his perspective of the original. Yeah, it's just Yonder Wizard. If you look at this right here, this is Yonder Wizard. But he did a whole thing talking about it, which is, oh, right here. I saw a shooting last night. So if you want to see his version of it, go to Yonder Wizard. But let's first look at this video. Oh, you know what? While that is doing that, while it's rendering or whatever the fuck it's doing, let's show you, actually, there was some video that shows exactly what happened. If you are sensitive to this kind of shit, just a little warning. It's not disgusting, but some people might find this weird. Here is video of surveillance camera of the guy getting shot. This is from the actual bar it happened at. It's not gory at all. It's a little fucking weird to watch this, but don't worry, it's not gory. You can't really see anything. The video's also blurry enough where whatever. I mean, he gets shot, but it's not like blood or gore or anything like that. So the guy in question that got shot at the bar is this guy wearing a yellow hoodie or a yellow jacket and a hoodie. This is the bouncer right here. As you can see, there's some police already right here. There's a cop here. They start walking in, and then they all start to approach him. He sees them approaching, and a normal thing to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police would probably be surrender. Right? I might slow this down too. So they walk up. It looks like the cop was going to grab his hand or something like that, or his gun. It was his gun. I could see it. He's holding a gun. His gun's in his right hand. The cop tried to grab the gun. He pulls away and then points it right here at the cop, which makes all the police shoot him. And, I didn't notice this before, but his gunshot does shoot. Look. Right? There. Did you see that? Oh, it looks like he hit this person right here. So maybe he hit the girl. Oh, this might be the girl that got hit. I didn't even realize this. this girl right here, because when he falls and gets shot, he shoots right there. I wonder if that hit her. Does she fall or react? Oh, I don't think so. Oh, it hit. Looked like it might have hit this cop over here, though. I don't know. They haven't said who this guy was. They haven't identified him yet. Let's watch this in normal motion now. Goes really fast. That girl might have been hit because she kind of grabs her face right there. Man, I wonder if that is her. That would make sense if it's her. Oh, man, that's fucked up. No bueno. Yeah. Here is the bar crime era after it happened. There's the shooter. It looks like laying right here. This was actually taken from our club. This photo was taken from Sunset. Oh, are they saying who the? Oh, so this is the shooter. No, that's not this. That's not the same guy. I don't know if they've announced who the shooter is yet. That's a different shooter. Here's some other video. Is there no audio on this? Let me see if there's any audio on this. Oh, it's in slow-mo. Oh no, can't stop it. Okay, why is this in slow motion? One times. Oh, the video actually, whoever made this video did it. Why is he slowing it down? Oh, that's the shooter guy. No? I don't know. That, I think he slowed it down because that's the guy. Oh, maybe not. No. Whatever, dude. I don't know what that is. It looks like it was called the Lit Lounge, maybe?
Yeah. The guy on the ground right there was an active shooter. So it's like... Hey, get back behind the tape.
Wow. I hadn't seen that video yet. So anyways, let's check on my video of a completely different shooter. It should be done by now, I would imagine. Still being processed? What? Boy. How's that still being processed? It's a 1-minute video. What the fuck? Sorry, guys. I know this is so unprofessional. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, should be ready soon, guys. Okay. Almost done. It is weird, though, that there was an extreme other person with a gun right around the corner. And when I show you this, it's pretty fucking crazy. I wish I had better video of it. It happened so fast. Makes me wonder what really happened, though. There is a news report that I clicked on somewhere. Where was that? Where was that? There was a news report. Here, we could look at this while we're waiting for this stupid video that's taking forever. Let's check this out. Let's see if there's an ad first, I'm guessing. Yep, there's an ad. Adam 101, 15 seconds. All right, let's look at this news report while we're waiting for my video. All right, come on now. It's been 15 seconds. What the fuck? I hate these kind of ads. Lying to me. It said 15 seconds like 15 seconds ago. All right, eBay.
Dead after Austin police say he tried bringing a gun into a bar on 6th Street. Authorities say when 3 officers approached him, he pulled out a weapon, leading to gunfire. 3 other people were hurt. KVU's Kelsey Sanchez spoke with bar owners and witnesses who were close to the crime scene. She joins us live in the studio tonight. Kelsey?
Good evening, Dernisha. As you can imagine, very scary moments. There are a lot of moving pieces to this story, but right now we don't know who the gunman is and why he had a gun. However, I did talk to people who were there and were working, and they say they're grateful this incident didn't escalate further. Bars on 6th Street picking up the pieces after a night on the town turned into panic and fear. Cell phone video capturing people huddled on the floor after shots fired nearby. A moment Tiffany Larson says she won't forget.
I heard somebody yell, "There's a shooting, everybody get down." And then everybody just dropped down to the floor and quickly started exiting towards the back.
For others who make a living on this street, it hits close to home.
It does hurt us. You know, it hurts us a lot.
Chris Crow owns Yup Lounge. He says his focus was keeping everyone inside safe.
You see the sirens, you see all the cop cars, you see the ambulance coming down. So we lock the doors, we inform everybody that there is a situation.
The situation which has now led him to boost security.
This is kind of a setback for us, but it's something that we can learn from. It's something that we can, we're already looking at different safety procedures.
Because for Crow, he doesn't want the image of Saturday night to taint what he says he and other business owners work so hard for.
When you hear about a shooting that happens right next to you, right next to your businesses, right? If you just take this 1/2 block, you have 20 businesses. And in half a block,
cool.
It affects all of us.
But it won't break them. So as they pick up the pieces, they look ahead to another night.
There are still people that are coming into the venues tonight. We still have service to run. And so you put your face back on and you just keep moving forward.
We reached out to the Downtown Austin Alliance, who are part of the Safer 6th Street initiative. The CEO of the DAA released a statement saying they were saddened to hear of the shooting and, quote, "We commend the employee and local law enforcement for their timely response to the incident that took place today." As the rapid
2 seconds, I mean. Well, there you go. There's a nice little update. Let's see if my video of a different shooter is ready. Yeah. All right. Yep, it's ready. There we go. Let's look at my video. Now, let's see. Let me just open this up so you guys can see it. Now, this is just Tesla cameras. These are like when you get a Tesla, it has a camera on the front, left, right, and back. And some of them even have more, but they're always recording. So when something happens, you hit save and, you know, it's like a DVR or whatever. So this is, I guess we can just start here. This is me driving, and you're going to see a cop on the left side when he realizes there's a shooter on the other side of my car. I think it's the next stoplight. Oh, well, there's one cop right here. Here's cop number one. I guess we can slow this down a little. So cop number one. Just a couple. And I think this couple at this point is looking at the guy that has a gun right now. Because if you notice, they are slowly just like walking, and then suddenly they stop. They're like, honey, what's that? Oh, honey, get close to me. And then you have cop number two, which looks like he just pulled out his gun. And he points it to, he's like, what the fuck? And I hear, he doesn't seem like he's that, like, I don't know what he's doing. I think the guy with the gun didn't seem like he was there. So I think he was waiting for the other police to come before he went crazy, you know, and started screaming at the guy, because he was by himself. So he puts his gun back in his holster. He starts running towards the light, the stoplight. There's the guy right here now. If you can see my cursor. This is the guy in the middle of the street with a gun, I believe. And when I turn, I think this is what the one cop was waiting for. Here's two police SUVs. He was waiting for backup. There you go. There's that camera angle. Now, here's the second camera. This is the camera on my side. I have my hand out the window. I think this is, again, at a different stoplight. And I'm going towards the other shooter. And you notice there's just people everywhere. Like, for the most part, 6th Street is pretty safe. There's like families and kids walking around, you know. There's this guy just getting out of his car going, hey, what the fuck is going on up here? See him pause? Do you see him pause right there? See him get out of that car and go, what the fuck? Look at that guy get out of the car. Right here. Hey, what the... That's because there's this guy. And before, I mean, I know it doesn't look like he's that close to me, but if you look at the street, literally he is one car length between me and him. And when he was over here before the video, he was yelling at me. This is kind of when I was driving away and realizing he had a gun. He has a gun in his hand, and he's waving it. I don't know who he was waving it at. I think there might have been another cop somewhere. just running down the street with a gun up in his up in the air. He's pointing it like to the building almost. I don't see anyone over there. Like he's not. Doesn't look like he's pointing it at anybody. Maybe right there he's pointing it towards my direction. By the way, if you hear any background noise, I told Janice she's never seen the movie The Abyss, and they just released it 4K, and it's, you know, that movie's been out of print for a while, and they haven't had a proper re-release of that movie for a long time, and they just released it, a proper version of it, and she's never seen it, and I told her, you better turn that volume up, and I don't care if you guys can hear it. I'm sorry, but that's... Anyways, he keeps on looking like he's pointing it towards something. This is when I turn the corner. There looks like there's a guy right here that works at the Whitley. I think he might have been, if I were to guess, the one that called the police on the guy. Then there's this, what's that called? A guy that has a bike and like a little carriage behind him that you can like get rides in, like you and your girlfriend, like he'll ride you around. I forget what those things are called. It's like a taxi, but it's a guy riding his bike, and it's fucking weird. But he's the one that was yelling, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. He's the one that yelled at me. And you can see him pointing. He's like going like this because the two cop cars. One undercover, it looks like, and one proper. He's like, I'm out of here. I like that. After the cops get there, he's like, I'm out. I'm turning around. All right, so here's the last. This is from the front camera. And this kind of just combines the two cameras we just saw together. There's no sound on this, by the way. So, interesting. We come here. First thing I notice, is this the right video? Oh, yeah, yes it is. So, here's the first cop right here on the right. He's walking on the side of the street. People going by him are probably like, why is there a cop just walking in the middle of the road? Oh, fuck. Made that too strong. Sorry. Fudge. So you can see him right here walking. You see somebody else over here on the left. But you also see here, coming over this car, is this guy with the gun. And he's running. The cop on the right sees the guy running towards him. This is when the guy off camera is running right towards me. Like, I almost think he was running towards my car, but then he saw it didn't have door handles or something. Because he like literally was running towards me and he starts yelling at me and then starts just running past me. But at first it felt like he was running towards me. And I think he was like maybe going to try to carjack me with the gun or something, but you didn't see car handles on it, or I don't know. He saw my face. I have no idea. And this is when somebody, I thought it was the guy somebody starts yelling. So you could see this guy didn't even have his gun unholstered yet. He was just walking. I think this is just a normal patrol guy. Like, I think this guy and the cop behind him that I showed you earlier, I think they just have cops walking down these side streets. You know, I don't know, man. But this is where he grabs his gun out of his holster. Yeah, a lot of people, when they see the Tesla that doesn't have car handles, they don't know how to open the door, so it's kind of nice. So there you go. That is my, there's the cops going around the corner. I actually I freaked out and I went over this bump. That's like the bike lane. It separates the bike lane on the street because I was just so freaked out. I was like, get me out of here. And it, see, boop, boop, went over the little bump right there. But if you see on the right, there's like a little, kind of like a curb for the bike lane right here. I went over that, which is fine. It's not like a real curb. So there you go. Very exciting. Very, very crazy just to think that what you guys just saw with this guy with this gun, and then literally 2 minutes before that, or 5 minutes before that, we walked by what could have been another shooting. You know, what I'm saying is I was close to like 2 different shootings in 10 minutes. I just think it's crazy. At one point I was like, oh, so this is when you're supposed to, you know, buy a lottery ticket or something. Whatever. So there's that. So that happened on Saturday. Now, I wonder if the 6th Street shooter was ever... if they ever announced who he was. I wonder if I type in identified. What's the date today? Oh. Yeah, they haven't announced who he was yet. I guess there was body cam footage of the police that came up to it, and that's going to be released. I guess there's a law in Texas where all body cam footage is like released within like 2 weeks or something like that. So we will be getting more video of that soon. It's very weird that they haven't identified him yet, because usually, it's like 24 hours? Maybe he was homeless and they can't identify him. They don't know who he is, maybe. But yeah, they haven't. The news out in Texas, though, is all sus, because they never really talk. Like that other gunman, that would have been, if there was another gunman running around your city downtown, that would be a news item. Man with gun running down the street. But that, what I just showed you, that's not on the news at all. They're so tight-lipped about shit like this in Texas for some reason. I don't know. I kind of get it. Like, you know, this is an ongoing investigation. You know, we don't need the media and the keyboard warriors like affecting a real investigation. So I kind of get that. But, you know, LA, any little tiny thing that happened in the city, there was like 14 different reporters all over it, you know. And it's just weird having that and then going to something that's completely different. I kind of like somewhere in the middle, though, because like there's a lot of shit that happens around where I live, not to that, you know, guns and stuff, but like it's just so tight-lipped. Like even when you ask, I see people asking like, hey, what's going on at you know, the grocery store down the street. No one knows anything. And it's weird. Like the Citizen app or any of those kind of news apps that a lot of you guys can use in your city that I used in LA, that shows you where like crime is and stuff around you. They don't even work in where I live. Citizen app is not available in your area. I think you can go downtown Austin, it works, but no one uses it. And it's weird. It's really weird. Mm-hmm. The media only reports on crimes that they can help their narrative. Yeah. Right? It is weird. But I do, appreciate just news. I wish, while I don't really care about every single little thing, I wish there was not a news-based information stream of just crime and stuff going around me that's accurate. Because it is kind of weird to think like things that I just showed you, no one even knows about. It's probably like, I wonder if I could even find anything about what happened, about that guy, if he got arrested. I wonder if I could find anything about that at all. Is it open? Like, is it like, can I find that? Or or if things like that is constantly getting like swept or hidden because they don't want people to know like how crazy it really is in Texas or something. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's I don't know. They're almost just kind of nerfing the news or information out here because they don't want people to know, like, oh, maybe these unregistered gun open carry laws are a little crazy. I don't know. The unregistered gun thing's so weird to me. Brian, you want some Carolina Reaper jerky? Jay, I appreciate it, but no. I am, unfortunately, where I love hot sauce, my body is starting to really fuck me up when I eat hot sauce. Not all hot sauce, but I can still do like bitch hot sauce, like Tapatio, or like just the table hot sauce, Frank's or Cholula. I can't even think right now, but you know what I'm talking about? Like I could do like hot sauce you put on your eggs, but all the extreme hot sauce, it fucks me up. And like my stomach really is garbage now, probably from years of drinking and stuff, but my stomach just, it doesn't, like it sucks. I miss hot sauce. I wish there was like a hot sauce that didn't fuck your body up. You know what I mean? Like I wish it acted like a hot sauce. You ate it, you're like, oh, my mouth's on fire. But it didn't do anything to your internal organs. I wish that existed. And it is also weird too that like, I was talking about this the other day, where isn't it weird that fast food, hot, isn't real? Like when you see a hot chicken sandwich from Wendy's, in the commercials, like it's on fire, and it's like, oh, it's so hot. But when you have it, you're like, what? Or like Taco Bell hot sauce. It's delicious, but it's, it's not even hot sauce. Like that has to be just, they can't do it because they'll get sued, or, it has to be like a safety thing. They're only allowed to go so hot. Because that's bullshit. I want to hear the 7-day review of the new headset. I will tell you this. If you missed last episode of Virtual Redban, that would be Virtual Redban number 698. I did review this, my first look of this new headset. Look how tiny and light and it's a baby. I did a review of this new headset. It's called the Big Screen Beyond. And, my first impression, honestly, wasn't that positive. In the second part of Virtual Redban, I used it for my first time, and I had some complaints. But I tell you what, halfway through, a couple hours in, I'm excited to use that headset again. I think it started to grow on me, and I started to really, really appreciate it. So tonight will be actually my second time using the headset. Let's see if all the positivity of that headset still exists. I can't wait to try it out. So you guys will see the second part. But so far, honestly, based on the last episode, that headset really turned around. It just has a little bit of a curve, a little bit of a learning curve, because the eye thing, it kind of looks blurry. Like it has to be set just right, but then you stop forgetting. It's the lightness of it. I really like. We'll see. We'll see. Part 2 tonight. We'll see what happens. Nice meeting you and chatting VR, even if only brief. You've got me researching App and Vision Pros now. Well, good, because I got a couple news items that we could talk about. We haven't done the news in a while, so let's check out some news. And our first one happens to be about the Apple Vision Pro, Apple's new VR headset. Thank you for the tip, Cali Hot Boy. $2. How are you doing? Thank you. Why is Twink Tony super mean to you? Why is he super mean to me? I mean, he's super mean to everyone. It's not just me, unfortunately. You see more of it me, I guess. But no, he does that to everybody. He's just mean to everybody. He kind of like plays, sure, he's wrestling influenced, I guess, and he's fine. We have a great relationship where when things crazy happen, it fixes itself. It kind of, we've just known each other too long. It's like when you get in an argument with your girlfriend or your sister or something like that, and 3 days later it's back to square one. It's not like you're like, working relationships. Double shotgun. I'm so jealous of my girlfriend watching The Abyss downstairs in 4K. I have not seen the 4K re-release of The Abyss yet, so I'm kind of jealous. I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years. I want to know if it holds up, if she's going to like it. Part 2 of Virtual Redban tonight, she'll give her review of it. Because a lot of movies I tell her to watch, she's a lot younger. She's 20 years younger than me. A lot of movies I tell her to watch, she's like, that was one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. And I'm like, what? No, don't say that about the Goonies. Shit like that. My throat's garbage. All right, let's go into some VR news, starting with the Apple Vision Pro, Apple's new headset. Apple is reportedly now aiming to launch the Vision Pro in February. Apple is aiming to launch it supposedly today. People with knowledge of the matter were saying that the production is now ramping up in China with the goal for units to be ready in January to be sold to buyers in February. So there you go. Yep. There's nothing else new in this article. They just have to stretch out an article for a long time. Do we have any other Apple news? Let me think. Let me see even. No. No more Apple news. There you go. All this news, by the way, might suck. Oh, Quest Pro now has tongue tracking. Oh my God. Look at this. You know what this is right here? This is a Quest Pro. It almost looks like an Apple Vision headset. But look how even this sexy slim headset, look at this baby. Look at this little baby next to it. This is the big screen on the bottom. The Vision Pro on top. Vision Pro looks sick. I think Vision Pro looks like I'm a skier. But look how small it is compared to it. It's like a baby. This weighs about, this weighs about 4 times more. Anyways, Quest Pro now has tongue tracking. What's that for? In our review of Request Pro last year, we pointed out how sticking out your tongue would break the illusion when looking in a mirror to see your facial expressions. Not having it also limits expressions in VR, social VR. In version 60 of its STKs for Unity and Native Code, Meta has released a new version of its face tracking OpenXR extension, which now includes how far out you stick your tongue. So as you can see, this is as you can see right here, this is somebody taking advantage of the tongue tracking. See him, he's talking, he's sticking out his tongue. Let's see. Let's see, yeah, well, yeah. There you go. So that's cool. There you go. Tongue tracking. Now I could stick out my tongue and go, and stuff like that. Fun. Ocean Rift mixed reality update on Quest turns your room into an aquarium. Oh, you goddamn hippie. You want your room in an aquarium? Hold on. Let me get this back to normal. Ocean Rift got a mixed reality update on Quest that turns a room into an aquarium. Ocean Rift is one of the oldest modern VR experiences, originally launched as a free demo with the Oculus Rift development kit all the way back in 2013. It was a launch title for Samsung Gear VR, Oculus Rift, Oculus Go, and Oculus Quest. Now, over 10 years after the demo, it got an update today to support Quest 2, Quest Pro, and Quest 3. Let's take a look at what this, I don't know if I've done this. This just looks like VR chat, honestly. I don't know. This is mixed reality footage. So you could just make little aquariums everywhere in your room. See, that's using the camera on your VR headset so you can see your real room, and you can just make little aquariums for it. That's kind of cool, I guess. Relaxing. The hell is this sound effects? That's, oh, I like the ceiling a lot though. That's kind of cool. That would be cool to see your living room be in an aquarium and see sharks and shit in your fucking living room. Like you hang out with a little fucking, I love those guys. One of those guys just died in San Diego the other day. I met that guy once. What are they called? A babluga? You guys know what those are called? Like, is it a babluga whale? Babuga? Something like that, isn't it? Is that what I'm thinking of? It's like, those are like babies. They're like dolphins with like baby faces. They're kind of freaky. If I think about it now, it's like, why are they going in condoms? What was that? Did you guys see that? It like pierced. I thought that was a ring at first, but it pierced it like a condom. See? Oh, no, that's just a head. I thought, never mind. I thought those were condom rings. Oh my God, why is there? Oh, well, that's kind of fucking weird. Cool. Okay. Anyways, there you go. Because it's available now. If you don't own it now, it's $10 on the Quest store. That might be a fun thing to buy. If you bought your loved one or your kids or your parents a Quest, that might be something you could buy for $10. Like, hey, you want to see some sharks in the living room right now, Dad? You want to see some sharks in the living room, Daddy? You know, you could do that. MetaQuest, Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint apps are now available on the Quest store. Have you always wanted to just squint and make life a little bit harder? Have you ever thought, like, you know what? I need to type out a resume in Microsoft Word, and I want it to be a lot harder. than my monitor that's right in front of me. Well, now here's your chance. This, I guess, is good if you just have a Quest and you need to do a resume, maybe. But it's not going to be better than your monitor in front of you. Like, this is the shit. You're not selling me on this yet, Quest. Or at least Meta's not. When Apple's version of this is, I'll check it out, but I'm not sold on this shit. If I'm going to write a resume, why am I going to make it slower and difficult and harder to read by doing it in VR? I think this is for people, which is fair. Maybe you're poor and you only have a Quest 3, I'm guessing, the newest one. Then you can, you use this. You can use it as a monitor or a movie theater. You don't have a TV. You can use your Quest to make it look like you have an IMAX. So I get that route a little, but that's not, they're like trying to sell this as like, no, man, this is going to be better than using your real monitor. No, it's not. If you saw my monitor right now, you would stand down, Microsoft. Stand down, Microsoft. I mean, I'm looking at 3 monitors. I have my old editing monitor, I have my new editing monitor, and I'm looking at this monitor in front of me, all 3 of these monitors. Not that expensive, and, well, this one is, but those 2 are not that expensive and way better than for doing like Microsoft documents and PowerPoints and stuff. Who does this? Anyways, they come as progressive web apps, PWAs, meaning they're essentially just a more convenient way to access the web versions of Microsoft 365. So they're not even like legit. God. And you have to pay for it. As with using Word, Excel, PowerPoint via the web or any other platform, you need an active subscription, which costs $7 a month, which isn't that expensive. That's cheaper than Photoshop. Think Photoshop's what, $20 a month, $24 a month? $7 a month and you get all that. Yeah, but nowadays, if you're going to do a document, just open up whatever document thing you have on your computer. There's so many free Microsoft Word clones. I mean, I just use Apple's. I don't even know what the name of Apple's is, but it's just, it's just a generic Word. I'm not in this. How is that shit even real? Anyways, who cares? Cooking Simulator VR serves up a definitive version on PSVR 2. I love cooking shows, cooking YouTube. I've dabbled into my own cooking before. Like getting like a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme that's been in my refrigerator for a couple of days, and putting a bunch of ketchup in it and going on Periscope late at night and eating it after cooking it with pickle juice or some, gross stuff. And cooking simulation in VR, I kind of dig it. It's kind of like, let's try this out while it teaches. It's like home ec, next level home ec. I'm not angry at this. Because this is like, if this is a real simulator that teaches you how to cook, and this is, I'm not paying for these ribeyes. If I fuck up, I fuck up. Let's take a look at this. It was initially released in 2021 for the PC, but this version on the PSVR 2, which is out now, I guess it's like the best version of it. So let's see if this is something I'm into. All right, this music's stupid. Salt, right? Get a grill, pussy. Put a top on your blender. What are you doing? Oh, you could do fun things like that? Yeah, I would never do that. Oh, great. Just wasted gas. So you can have fun in this game. Okay, so this is more than just a real. This isn't a real. Oh, it's all stars. So that's not a realistic. It's not super realistic. Ah. Damn. Well, that's out now, though. That looks fun. That might be a good one for the kids or the parents. You know, if you're buying this a Quest 3 for. By the way, if you're also buying a Quest 3, there's two ways you got to go by. If you're a Costco member, go to Costco. They have them, and you get like something extra with it. I saw it the other day. I think you get like a carrying case with it for free or something like that. It's the best place to get it. If you don't live by a Costco, Amazon will probably get it to you in 2 or 3 days. There's a link in the YouTube below of the Quest 3. Good Christmas present for the kids or parents, maybe. I can't do it to my parents because they're at that age where anything techie, they get so confused. Anything else? This is another reason, just like the Microsoft Word stuff, you know, like who is going to use this? Well, if you don't have a TV, if you don't have an Xbox, now you can get an officially supported version of the Xbox Cloud gaming shit to your Quest. So now if you have a subscription to Xbox Cloud Gaming, and I think they have free subscriptions or free trials, where you can pretty much play a shitload of brand new Xbox games and other games, and it streams to you. So you don't need a console. And if you have your headset on, you don't need a TV. So again, you're a poor college kid, you have a Quest 3, you could do your Microsoft Word, which is still weird to me. But you could also play Xbox Cloud Gaming on your headset now, officially supported. So you can sit there and play games. I did this the other day to test it out. I mean, it's exactly what it is. But you could play games like, you know, Starfield or Grand Theft Auto or Forza, Horizon 5, or you know, Fortnite. You could have a huge screen in front of you, so it feels like you are playing a video game on an IMAX movie theater. It is a cool effect, and you do need a controller, so you would have to take your Xbox controller or your PS5 controller or any Bluetooth controller and set it up. So you are actually using a normal Xbox controller, but you're using your headset as the TV, and it is a cool effect. You know, I mean, it's good for, I think, casual games and stuff like that, but I wouldn't really recommend it if you're playing like Call of Duty or anything serious. It's just, you know, use your monitor. I don't know, though. I don't play those kind of games. I'm ready to take a quick turn down a road I wasn't going to go down just because I want to show you the latest video game that I've been playing. And this is a non-video game or VR video game. It is amazing. And it came out a year ago. And I'm sure you guys already know this game. You've already played this game. I just found out about this game. And this game, I just randomly found out about, bought it, and love it. The style reminds me of Jet Set Radio. I also love cartoon games like Dragon's Lair, but the style of it, the comedy of it, how it mixes with music, anything that's really attached to music, I just fucking love. The game's called Hi-Fi Rush. And you know, I think it's only available, unfortunately, on Xbox and PC, but it is a part of that Xbox Cloud thing I was just talking about. So if you have a Quest 3 and you want to try out this Xbox, you can actually play this game for free using the Xbox Cloud service. That's how I found out about it, because I was like researching Xbox Cloud and found out that, oh, this game is free. I bought this game though. After playing it once, I just went and bought it, and I was like, I need to have this forever. That's how cool this game is. I don't want to watch the trailer because I know it has copyrighted music in it and stuff. Let's just take a little look at the I have not even seen this review. I don't even know what they review this game, but let's see what IGN thinks about this game. This is from 10 months ago, so this game is not new. Here is IGN's review of it, a piece of it. If you want to watch the whole thing, go to IGN on YouTube.
Get him!
Yes, this is the
The
game.
last thing I expected from developer Tango Gameworks was a vibrant, fun-loving action game with the heart of a cartoon I would have absolutely loved. The studio is primarily known for the dark and creepy likes of The Evil Within or Ghostwire Tokyo, but Hi-Fi Rush is instead filled with a joyous, youthful personality seen in its stunning animation, art style, and characters. And while the surprising change of pace is already refreshing, Tango's greatest accomplishment is in how it expertly executes on the singular concept that permeates Hi-Fi Rush's design. It's that rhythm is everything. Nearly every element of Hi-Fi Rush's world is impressively tied to the rhythm of its alternative rock soundtrack. That's because the protagonist Chai had a surgical mishap which left his iPod stuck in his chest. This makes him a target as he's labeled a defect by the evil robotics megacorp Vandalay Industries. But now he can see and feel the pulse of his music coursing through the vivid industrial.
Yeah, you see that right there where it says 9 Inch Nails. The soundtrack for this is pretty impressive. A lot of good songs on it. And see how it comes up like you're watching an old MTV video where it shows like, you know, the name of the album, the record label and stuff here on the left. That's old school MTV 101. And that will just pop up while you're playing the game when the song comes on, like it's a music video. There's so many little touches of it. Sure, the story is just cheesy. He's got an iPod stuck in his chest and he's got half robot. But it really plays off that. Like it does that on purpose. It's got a really cool style and charm that I really appreciate.
Industrialized world around him. And that's his greatest weapon. This playful setup
and any game that has a cat in it is probably cool.
It's a strong tone, and things only get better from there as Hi-Fi Rush layers on a fantastic crew of allies, charismatic villains, bombastic fights, effortless humor, poignant satire of our tech dystopia, and some genuinely warm moments.
Chai, that was beautiful, mate.
From so many angles, Hi-Fi Rush is able to showcase its uniquely charming spirit.
It's me, Peppermint. Come on.
At its best, combat creates a harmonious flow where music is your guide every step of the way. Chai always executes his attacks on the beat regardless of your own input timing, but keeping in rhythm with the BGM's BPM rewards you with extra damage rather than punishing any missed notes. While Hi-Fi Rush uses a similar foundation as Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, the constant tie to the music results in a type of satisfaction I just don't get from other stylish acts.
It really, really is cool how it interacts with the music. Like there's so many things when you're playing the game and when you're like fighting it and it goes with the song that's on, like right at the drum beat. Like there's like even like when you're just like, you know how like when you stand there and you don't push anything on your controller and usually it's just like Mario doing that or something, like he's just sitting there going right to the beat, like snapping his fingers to the beat. It is like that. And there is some kind of extra like positive like feeling when you're playing the game and it goes with the music.
Action games. This rhythmic system leaves no ambiguity in combo timing and paces itself in a way that allows room to consider each follow-up move, whether it be extending combos, air juggling, dodging, parrying, closing the gap, or calling in a partner attack.
Yeah, and this is the game, by the
enemy's
way.
Attack pattern also plays by the
Like even though it looks like a cartoon sometimes, this is the game.
attacks and approach them like a dancing rhythm game. Sometimes that inspiration becomes more explicit. Tougher foes and some bosses break into brief rhythmic minigames that require a sequence of parries to counter their last-ditch efforts. And the reward? Delivering a flashy final blow. The rhythm game Die Hard in me got hyped every single time I had to do this, and getting perfect strings of parries left me nodding in satisfaction. Enemies gradually evolve in complexity, and things get chaotically fun.
I can't wait to see what they
encounters that
rate it.
mix and match enemy types, so I never felt like I was simply hammering away to a basic 4-4 time signature. That said, the targeting system could occasionally put me in a precarious position. Since there's no manual lock-on, I'd sometimes hook onto or gravitate towards enemies I didn't intend to target, leaving me vulnerable. It works well enough for most fights, and with all the tools at my disposal, I could overcome any brief moments of frustration by changing my approach.
All right, let's not play the whole thing. I don't want to get IGN pissed, but let's do what the verdict is, all right? Spoiler alert, this is what IGN's final comments on the game. You should watch the whole thing, though, if you want to see everything.
So well. I swear, Hi-Fi Rush could be a premier cartoon series. It's got best-in-class animation, endearing heroes to cheer for, and villains you love to hate. But on top of that everlasting charm, it turns a dynamic rock soundtrack into its greatest weapon, putting meticulous detail into syncing the beat to all aspects of the experience. It gives combat a uniquely satisfying momentum that other stylish action games don't offer, even when the platforming and targeting system drops a couple notes along the way. At the end of the day, Hi-Fi Rush is a memorable journey that marches to the beat of its own drum.
I knew I wasn't crazy. Like, I was like, man, this is like a 10 or a 9. Like, I haven't heard anybody talking about this game. Like, no one online has ever told me to look at this game. When this review came out, for some reason, I didn't watch it. I don't know why. I don't even remember seeing this review 9 months ago or 10 months ago on IGN. But man, it's like a really fun game. This is like one of those games that were put into the Matrix later. This might be a problem game. You know what I mean? This is a game that how did I not see this 10 months ago? There's a reason this game came out. It's like the chemtrail of games. This was put in the Matrix after the fact. Huh? Where's my Alex Jones is that?
Stands among the action greats. For more on the early hit games,
there had to be no marketing in this game, and it had a cat in it, and the cat's characters. God, are you kidding me right now? How that they must have had the worst marketing in the world. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, guys. I'm kind of over part 1 of Virtual Redban. If you're new here, Virtual Redban's in 2 parts. Wait, did I miss somebody? Box Lane Productions, thank you for the tip. I don't even know what that is. E5. Thank you for the E5. What is that? Have you watched Leave the World Behind? It's full of weirdness. Would love to hear your review. I figured out the ending too once you've seen it. Leave the World Behind is actually a movie that Janice has been talking about the last couple of days. Box Lane. I think somebody told her to watch it. I don't remember who. I've heard her talk about it with other people before, and she told me about it, and she said it kind of freaked her out. But you know what? Janice will be here for part 2. And we'll have her talk about the review. If she didn't already do it the last episode, but it really freaked her out. And she's now she wants to almost be a prepper now. Like, she's really happy that I got solar and I live off solar now. I don't even use like electricity. Use solar and batteries. She's very happy about that, but she wants to take it to the next level. I think she wants to do like bunkers. I do think I want to start collecting rainwater illegally, but I need to figure the water thing out. Like, maybe I can get like drill for water in my backyard somehow. I don't know. Maybe I could get a bunch of humidifiers and pour it into a bottle and then do something to it. Add salt. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. But we'll talk to her later about that movie. Thanks for the tip, though, Box Lane Productions. And if you don't know what that movie is, it's a movie, I think it was, funded by, like, Barack Obama or something like that. Or he's one of the investors in that movie, and I heard it's pretty scary. and very end of the worldy. So I'm down. Steal the water from your neighbors. Sure. Austin, Texas is in, all the storms lately have been missing. Austin has like this weird invisible dome over the city of Austin. So anytime a storm comes, it's weird. Like this huge storm will come over to Austin and they'll just be like disappear. And then when it's on the other side of Austin, like start back up. It's weird. And it's been happening a lot. And Austin's water supply is scary. It's low. Like really bad. Worse than I think LA and California, which is crazy because it never rains in California. So that's kind of fucked up. So that shit freaks me out though. Like water freaks me out. Not having water. I mean, that's kind of scary. What if water becomes so rare that we have to like just suck animals of their water? Like, oh my God, is that a toad? Get over here to the suck machine and you just suck. Dude, we got one shot of water from that toad. And you just would drink the water with your girlfriend, like, I'll share it half and half. And you're just like drinking like half shots of water that you have extracted from a toad. What if it becomes that? All right, guys, this is the end of part 1. If you're new here of Virtual Redban, this is the part where it's not in virtual reality at all. But part 2, we're going into virtual reality. That's right. Yeah, look at that. Virtual reality kind of looks like that. Yeah. And this is the second day of using my new headset from Beyond, Big Screen Beyond. So it'll be a lot of fun. How do you see part 2 of Virtual Redban? Well, you subscribe to me on YouTube. You hit that like button, hit that notification bell. In about 15 minutes, part 2 will start back up. You could go on my Twitter or my Instagram at Redban, Redban, and I will post the link in about 5 minutes. But check back in about 15 minutes for part 2 of Virtual Redban. And tonight, we're going into virtual reality and talking about the end of the world. I don't know. Talk about the shooting. We'll talk about a lot of shit. So I'll see you guys soon. Grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog. Charge your batteries. Part 2 of Virtual Redban is starting in about 15 minutes. See ya soon.